Every time I fart, that bitch just like roll up now. And I'm like, whoa, that shit like go to my back. I'm like, yo, why my farts rolling up like your farts just be different.
There's no friction.
It is. This should just come up like first. That shit just roll up the back, and I'd be like, bro, what the fuck? But yeah, bro, it's.
You're like, are you whistling at me, JD? Are you whistling at me, Phil?
It looks great down there, though.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
Check. Yeah. All right, there we go. And we back. Welcome back to another episode of Save for the Pod, episode number 113.
It has been a while.
Bro, it feels like we haven't recorded in a month. Yeah. The last episode,
No, we took a 2-week break.
Yeah, the last episode was you, me, and Tati. So this might actually be 114.
It'll be three.
3 weeks?
3 weeks, I think, totally.
I thought y'all did one after.
Oh, maybe.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
y'all
the last
did.
one was you, me, and Luke.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah,
It's
so
been
that
2
was
weeks.
okay. I got nervous.
been-
So
it's been
that
2
was
weeks.
112. This is for sure 113.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
But we apologize for the long hiatus, even though it's been 2 weeks. It feels weird. And that episode we recorded. I mean, it still would have released on a Tuesday, so never mind. But it feels like a month. We apologize for the long hiatus. Just had a lot of things going on. I got sick last week, so we didn't record.
4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July, all that good stuff. So, but we back, and that's all that matters. Most importantly to Lindsay, our number one listener. I'm not going to say number one fan because that goes to Powell, but maybe Lindsay's number one listener.
Hey, shout out to Lindsay, though. Real nigga hold.
Yeah.
How the saying go? When a real nigga holds you down, you supposed to drown?
Yeah. Wait, if a real nigga's supposed to... Say it again?
When a real nigga holds you down, you supposed to drown.
That sounds like
Bound.
a terrible saying.
Yeah, it's bound too. And
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But that is... now that I'm hearing it, that is a terrible line. Why would I drown if you were a real nigga?
'Cause
boy,
you
maybe
hold
you're
down.
drowning in the drip, though.
I
Yeah,
guess.
but because in order to drown, they got to hold you down. You feel me?
I guess.
You know,
if a real
shout out
nigga
to
holding
Lin.
you down, they supposed to save me.
Right? Feels like, yeah,
Hey,
I'm out here
Kanye
killing
said
mine.
it sounded great, and I rock with it.
Yeah,
That's it.
it sounded so good. I didn't even peep it the first time around. But yeah, we back. How y'all boys been? It's been a while.
I've been all right, bro. Yeah, I've been all right. Been like,
It's a big sigh.
You was lonely for about a week or so.
yeah, I was kind of lonely because my old lady was out of town. But then
Thugga with her rounds.
for a little bit, I was a little bit irritable for a couple days. Not sure why. I kind
Why?
of go through like
Okay.
lulls in the years where I'm just like I don't really fuck with people, and I get irritable. So I was going through that.
And for any new listeners, that coming from Phil is wild. If that came from like me or Luke, that would make perfect sense. But
Really?
if
No, I get
AJ
irritable.
or Phil said that, that's wild. That y'all not fucking with people because y'all number one
No,
making friends with everybody.
That's facts.
I've seen it from Phil, but I think it's more wild that he admitted it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm in a space now. I'm growing.
Yeah, where you're admitting things. Because I've seen it before. I'm like, he's just like
I'm in my mood. Yeah, I get in the mood for a couple days, and that's it. And it really don't be nobody's fault or anything. I just be like just in a mood. I don't know where it comes from. So I went through that for a couple days, and it had nothing to do with like my old lady being out of town. Like I said, I just get in these moods. But work's been pretty good.
Do you think the wedding planning is starting to stress you out a little bit?
I think so. And then like we kind of like we're in a space where we kind of want to do a wedding, we kind of don't. So it's just like trying to figure that out before we proceed. And then
Have y'all paid for anything at this point?
Yeah, we paid for the venue, which was
well, then.
we put the deposit down for the venue. So it's
Yeah,
$3
but I'm
bands.
sure it's non-refundable.
I mean, I wouldn't. If we didn't do a wedding, I would eat it.
What?
And, like if we
You better
decided,
eat it even though you're doing a wedding.
yeah, like even though if we decided not to like elope or some shit, right? I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind eating that cost as opposed to what we would spend. On
Oh, I
the-
thought you were talking about something else.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna do that regardless.
Would you be down for eloping?
Oh, for
Of
sure.
course you would, yeah.
I want to.
Would she be
Which
down
is
for
me there
eloping?
only.
She's thinking about it. She's thinking, or doing like a micro wedding. So maybe with the venue we have, just like really, really condense it.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know yet. We still figuring that shit out.
Yeah.
And then I've been like trying to find a part-time job, bro. You know how hard that is. I didn't realize finding a part-time job was this hard.
Yeah,
They
that's
be want you to
crazy.
be like specially qualified to do the non-qualified shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga.
So
you don't need skills to do that.
What are some? I know you talked about bartender. Is that still an option?
Yeah, I've been applying for everything that's part time.
There's something some in Hollywood that Mel works at. You might be able to work there.
Yeah, send it to me. I just be putting it like I be on Indeed.
Just connect you with Mel, and she might be like, oh yeah, get in there.
All right, yeah. I just be on Indeed, and then I just apply everywhere. And I got like a call back to work at a candy store, but then I didn't want to kind of do that. That was kind of.
Yeah, like, hold on, I gotta have a limit somewhere.
Bro, work at Trader Joe's. You love Trader Joe's. You have a Trader Joe's personality.
I could work at
Trader Joe's personality.
I don't know if y'all ever saw the one meme. It's like, are you flirting with me or are you just a Trader Joe's employee? Because every time I'm at Trader Joe's, I feel like the workers are flirting with me. And next time I go, I'm going to be like, are you flirting with me? But it's every single time. And I feel like you have that personality, bro.
I love going to Trader Joe's. There's actually a girl that's there kind of cute, and I felt like she flirted with me before. She was like, oh, I like this. It was like a vegan cheese. She was like, oh, I like these. Have you tried these? And I was like, why are you talking dirty to me? She's like, ooh, I haven't tried that. Let me know how it is next time you see me.
It's
so, of course, I see it the next
time,
weekend.
yeah.
I go right in her line. I'm like, it was delicious. She's
bro,
like, oh.
I'm being for real, though. I think you should try Trader Joe's.
I don't want to do retail like that, for real.
What?
You can't be picky.
Where are you looking to get jobs? Oh, bartending? What else?
I was thinking like bartending, security, something where I don't take a lot of work.
Security?
Bartending takes a lot of work, but like I can be social. Like a 24-hour gym. Like being like a, clerk at a 24-hour gym. Something like that. Something simple.
Got you.
I don't want to be stressed out.
Yeah. I'm telling you I told you already, but you should drive Uber. I'm going to start doing it too. I just got my registration in the mail.
Yeah.
Hey,
I just don't want to put miles on my car. That's the thing.
Yeah, so yeah, but you don't really drive it for work. So you don't really drive it much.
I know, which is great because I was putting a lot of miles on my car.
Yeah.
Like I'm already at almost 80,000 miles.
If you don't think you're gonna if you're gonna keep it until the wheels fall off, it's fine, and you can write off payments and write off insurance.
I'll consider it.
Yeah.
If I do, I'm gonna have to set up a camera and do.
And on average, it's like $20 an hour. And you'll get to meet people and talk to people, which I know you like doing.
Yeah.
And you like driving around listening to music. So in between, you just could be chilling in the car.
Do Uber confessions.
Yeah, that'd be lit. I've actually thought about that too. I want to do it, but because I'm definitely going to do it because I've been wanting to for a while, and I was just waiting for my warranty to expire, even though there was no point in that. But yeah.
Miles doesn't have any connects at Apple. I feel like Apple could be a good job.
He's in Houston.
He's in Houston now,
or he's in Dallas?
He's in Austin.
I thought he was back and forth.
Nah,
he just visits.
He's a house and everything.
Got you.
Yeah, folks out there in Austin living.
Got you.
Him and Nigel.
Nice. Shout out to them. How about you, AJ? How you been?
Been good.
Yeah, that's
just
good, good.
Trying to hustle more, and so I ended up having to pay off debt from the renovation before we could refinance.
Yeah.
We were gonna pay it off with a money out refinance, but having that credit card debt for so long and it being maxed out for a while, because it was 0% interest. I didn't have any interest on it, but it just eats away at your credit. So it was too low for me to qualify for an investment loan. And we're gonna try to just put it on me because Nick has enough income, but just because it's contract income, they don't want to trust it as much. Like he'd have to make twice as much as me to get approved for the same thing.
Got you.
Which is kind of stupid, but so yeah, that's what we're doing right now, and that's part of the reason why I'm gonna do Uber, make some extra money.
Okay.
So,
yeah, same.
Oh wait, you should because I tried to get Tati into it, but Chris's girl, wasn't she like modeling at for like art classes or something? You should see if you could get into that.
Like nude modeling?
I don't know if it was nude or not, but I feel like that's some shit. That's some shit you would definitely be into.
I gotta get back in shape for that. I told you I'm fat right now.
So they had a figure drawing thing the other day. Oh, you probably saw it on Chris and them's Instagram story.
I missed it.
No, but it was.
He's not in my algorithm like that.
In Perez Art Museum, they had like a figure drawing thing. It was like a ton of people out there. I'll show you guys a picture. But it was kind of cool. But they had like a guy was out there. He wasn't naked. He had like whatever.
Bro,
like
Phil with the bald head. He looks like the one statue that's just there like this.
The thinking man
with the soul patch.
The listeners acted the thinking man.
You feel me?
All right, but we can go.
Wait, how are you? You love skipping yourself, bro.
My fault. I've been good. Like I said, I was sick for a little bit, so that sucked. Tati was sick for a little bit, so that also
Did y'all
sucked.
get malaria? It's in Florida now.
Bro, and I've been scared because the mosquitoes around here are crazy. Every time I walk Kobe, I'm getting tore up. So
it's probably the GMO mosquitoes that Bill Gates released.
maybe. But outside of that, been all right. Like you said, AJ Kids Camp been busy. My boss been in Hawaii on vacation, so I've been the one running the show. And parents been driving me nuts. I mean, I could do a whole get it off your chest just about parents. And then was on the new beach on 4th of July, so that's always a great time. I blacked out.
Is the problem kid from last time back?
We have a couple. Oh, no, he's not. But there was another kid that did that, and we already kicked him out of camp.
Dang, y'all got serial flashes? Yeah, that's wild. What kind of camp y'all got going on over
He
there?
actually flashed his brother, but there was other kids around. So
folks be in the crib like, brother, look.
And the wildest part about it, like the kids, I know some of these kids are going to be out of control, but it's the parents can never take accountability for their kids. Like, it's when we suspend them, send a letter home, they're like, we don't believe in suspension. We feel like it doesn't teach the kid anything, or a letter home doesn't teach them anything. We feel like it's very abrasive. So what the fuck do you want us to do? They're like, we don't feel like you're doing enough to work with our child. Like, this isn't the camp for your child. And when we
they want you to put a chastity belt and lock it, so you
exactly.
Can't
do it. Like, it's always our fault and not their kids'
They
fault.
want you to put the kid on a leash and just tell him to wait there and watch everybody play, and he can't play.
Exactly. It's wild to me.
Two things that made my brain go in different places. Mm-hmm. When you said you're in charge, it made me think of the white girl off Hustle and Flow. And she's like, I'm in charge. When you said you was running the show,
I vaguely remember that.
And then whenever you talk about the little kid,
that's also a terrible movie.
It's a great movie, man. That's a great movie, man. I hate that movie. And then secondly, when you talk about the kids flashing their meat, it makes me think of the South Park episode when Timmy put the ruler to his dick and was trying to.
I haven't seen that episode.
Oh, I was watching South Park.
If y'all have never seen that episode, please just go watch that snippet of Timmy measuring his dick. Bro.
You seen the Raisins one? The Hooters kind of thing?
I have, but I don't really remember it. The only there's two episodes that I like vividly remember. It's the Kanye West episode, the gay fish, the fish sticks.
Yeah.
And then the one where it was like weed became legal and Stan Marsh had his balls in the barrel. Like he had like elephantitis in his balls.
Yeah.
But those are like the only two episodes I really remember. But been good outside of that. Just happy we back and recording, and I know the people happy too.
And for the people that can hear this and can't see this nigga's arm is Zach's arm is kind of beefy. It might be the best thing I've seen this week. But we'll say that for later.
I appreciate it, bro. Everyone been saying my arm's looking big. I don't think so, but maybe I have body dysmorphia. But going right into the topics, it's been a heated battle throughout this week. A couple of heated battles, but we'll start off with Threads versus Twitter. Have either of y'all checked out Threads?
Yeah, I'm on here.
You're on it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm on it.
Y'all
I went on it for one day, and I was like, I'm like Twitter because I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to, and it's like when you transition, it's just all the same Instagram people just there because it automatically connects, and it's like, do you want to follow the same people you follow on Instagram? You're like, sure, and
because you don't want to go through the whole process of building up another community.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I was there, and I was just like, I don't like change. I'm just go back to toxic Twitter.
Yeah, I think that it'll have to find its spots, but I think it can be good. It seems like when people are using it, they're like, I kind of like this, and it seems like they kind of keep the chronological order in there, and it's not like.
Oh, so it is chronological.
It for the most part, like when I've been looking, I've seen it be chronological, and I've seen some stuff that's like a little bit off, but for like, it was like person I know. And those were in chronological order. Then it was like Bleacher Report, which was like 30 minutes ago. And then I had someone else underneath them that was 25, and it kept going. So I think it kind of just prioritizes maybe the bigger ones a little bit more. But I'm not exactly sure how it works yet.
Yeah, because from
but
what
I kind of have to know how it works since
I've seen,
it's not chronological.
It sounded like it was a giant For You page, kind of like Twitter's For You.
Yeah.
So it's just going to push.
Oh, you had suggested follows too. I haven't had that yet. You messed it, right? Oh,
can I see what the layout looks like?
Yeah. I went on it one time, and I was like, oh, I saw. The thing is, people were just so safe.
I was on it early, so it was kind of lit. But the thing is, like, I think it's going to have legs because that's, I don't know.
Interesting.
I wonder if people will use it as much as they do Instagram or Twitter, even like half as much as they use Instagram or Twitter.
And there's no ads? It doesn't look like there's
not
ads.
yet. There's not ads yet, but it lends itself for ads because everyone's treating it like a safer space,
Mm-hmm.
like a people are calling it like the suburbs basically.
It's like
So
the
it's
safe
like
space. Yeah.
so it's like Instagram, but just like Instagram mixed with Twitter, obviously, with that kind of content. So people who spend money, I think, like ad dollars on Twitter will probably move over to IG Threads just because it's brand safe.
Got you. Yeah. So damn, I had a point that I was gonna make. Now I forgot. But like you said, from what I've been seeing, a lot of people have been saying it's way safer. Everyone is, I guess, kind of scared, but I know for sure it doesn't allow nudity. And when we first discussed Threads becoming a thing, I was like, are they going to have nudity on there? That's going to be a big deciding factor for me.
Oh my God.
And then from what I've been seeing is you can't discuss certain things. Not that Twitter's like there's a hard line, but I think people that have tried discussing like LGBTQ and trans topics, they've been censored. You're definitely interested.
But that's your favorite topic.
I
Yeah,
know.
trans
That's why I
topics.
said if you censor, I'm not interested.
Oh, gotcha.
I love the debates around it.
Yeah.
Those are some of the best debates online right now.
Yeah, so if that's the case, I mean, Twitter, do they censor some things? Yes. But from what I'm hearing, again, I don't know. I'm not on Threads. It sounds like the censorship is a little bit more.
Did y'all download Spill?
No, because
It's
I
like,
heard you needed an invite code for that.
I got one if y'all want one.
Oh, really?
I got on that too, and I was like, it's kind of stupid too.
Yeah.
What
It's
is
like
it?
it's like a black Twitter, but safer. You
Okay.
keep without the hate speech,
Yeah.
and I kind of like hate speech.
So everyone
I
was.
kind of like hate speech.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I like the idea of people just being able to say whatever they want,
Yeah.
and even if it's hateful, like you don't have to subscribe to it, you don't have to like it or listen to it.
Yeah.
But I just watch this shit so I can be like, niggas is stupid.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the point I was going to make. I guess we'll see how Threads truly is once we have that, like, global social event that happens. Because obviously the nights where Twitter's popping, it might be like an award show, a sporting event,
News.
some crazy news that's going on.
Yep.
Woj
Threads-
started making Threads too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like if the Dame news happens, I want to see it where it happens, or like what the difference is in the two
Exactly.
places.
But once that global event happens, we'll see how poppin' Threads really is. But I just feel like you can't duplicate the Twitter community, because Facebook community is way different than Twitter.
Yeah.
Instagram's it's a different platform.
Yeah, Facebook's different than Instagram. Instagram is different than Twitter.
And Elon's
they're all
threatening to
different from
sue.
TikTok.
Yeah, so I was going to get to that. So that's interesting to me, because I know, obviously, like, say you made a product, AJ, like a sneaker, and I copy that sneaker. Obviously, that's copying my intellectual property or my ID, whatever, and I could sue you for that. But social media, I feel like at the end of the day, all social media is really the same. So how does Elon have a case for suing Threads?
Maybe, but even still,
I'm not
like I
sure.
just don't like the idea of Meta owning all, like being the number 1, 2, 4, 5 at like social media. Because think about it, Meta owns Facebook,
Yep.
they're popping. Meta owns Instagram, they're popping. Meta owns WhatsApp,
Messenger.
So it's like I like that Meta doesn't fucking control the monopoly of all social medias,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't want them to, honestly. Because then if they can control. Like, if you censor speech on one, you can censor speech on all of it, which is kind of why I like Elon. Just even though Twitter's kind of like he's ruining Twitter,
Bro, he is severely ruining Twitter.
like he can put some things in there that just don't make it great. But I like I don't know, I just like that Meta doesn't have the monopoly on.
I like that
all
he's
of-
trying new things though,
Yeah,
because like that's how you get innovation.
Yeah.
true.
That's like people haven't liked those limited tweets, and obviously it's a play to try to get more people to subscribe. But
Yeah. But I tried reading into it. I'm not a fucking techie guy. But to me, it didn't sound like so much he was limiting people. Okay, sorry.
It was like
A lot of-
600 tweets a day
Yeah,
if
a
you
lot of
weren't
people
a blue
do have the
member.
conspiracy and took it as that he is trying to push people towards Twitter Blue. But from his justification, whether it's a lie or not, it sounded more like it was a data thing, and they were trying to clean up everything in the data space, I guess, and that's why it was a temporary limitation.
So he's probably talking about like the amount of bots and like fake people on there.
Yeah. Maybe.
So it's probably both. Because like, he probably, I don't know how they came up with the number. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was just like an average person uses Twitter and only reads like 500 or 400 tweets a day.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, let's do 600 to be safe. But there's some people who like, I probably see more than 600 Instagram posts today without even realizing it, because like that's the one I'm primarily on. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, and it's easier to see more tweets because you're just blowing through those. Exactly. So I think that's what happened there, and I mean Twitter Blue is also a way to do what you're saying too, cleaning up data, cleaning up bots and stuff too, because you won't have like people like bots aren't gonna sign up for Twitter Blue in like boatloads.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a play for both, but Twitter Blue serves the same purpose as limiting the tweets.
Yeah.
So it's like, and he's also like has the stance of like, oh, like he's trying to be a responsible social platform that
he being Elon.
Yeah, like with Twitter, where it's not like we're just trying to consume all of your time or keep you locked in and distracted from your responsibilities, type of thing. So like there's a ton of reasons why, but it seems like that it's not the answer, and he'll probably peel it back or try to figure something else out. But I think I like that he's trying things for sure.
Yeah, but I will say I don't know if he has a case, because we've seen Instagram literally steal every other idea on the planet, and I don't know of a single case that they stole Snapchat's idea of like stories and limited certain amount of time that the story will be up and whatnot. Be Real, they recently kind of stole their shit. TikTok, they stole.
Did. What was the Be Real thing? I didn't even see that.
Where they had a filter like literally right after Be Real came out, where it took a back and front photo. And then obviously TikTok, they've taken, and Vine, they've taken all those ideas, and I don't know of a single case that's been won against Instagram. So Elon, you might be out of luck on this one, even though I'm team Twitter. I think this is a battle that
he has a ton of money though.
Yeah.
So
he'd be all right.
So like he can fight it for a while.
Yes. Another battle that we've had is Wemby versus Brittany Spears, something I did not have on my bingo card of 2023. So for those that don't know, Victor Wembanyama, I can never say his name correctly, new draft pick of the Spurs, generational player potentially, him and Brittany Spears.
He backhanded Brittany, not kidding.
They were at some restaurant in
15
Vegas.
15 feet away, he slapped her.
I think Brittany Spears tried grabbing Victor to say hello, whatever it may be, and then a member of his security slapped her and knocked her glasses off and knocked her to the ground.
Her hand away.
Yeah. Initially, the report
says backhanded her.
Yeah, backhanded her, knocked her to the ground, and knocked her glasses off. Those were the reports. Then recently, TMZ came out with a video, and you see that she did get backhanded, but she didn't get knocked to the ground. The glasses didn't get knocked off. But she shouldn't have been grabbing at anybody.
Yeah, the most important thing in the video is that he's walking straight. He never looked back, and some random person just grabs him. The security just swiped her hand.
Yeah.
So I think that was like, they made it sound way worse.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, it's Brittany, bitch.
Exactly.
I'm fucking Britney Spears.
The last 2 days. The last 2 days, I've just figured stuff out about famous white women that I never would have guessed. Britney Spears was a fan of Victor Wembanyama,
right?
And that Topanga was a sneakerhead.
She's a sneakerhead.
Y'all saw that. But then, of course, all the black women on Twitter saying here, like, how can y'all be happy about this? She was racist towards, I don't know the black girl's name from Boy Meets World, but everyone trying to cancel Topanga and don't want us being happy for Topanga being a sneakerhead.
Yeah, no, I didn't have an issue with it. Yeah, I just thought they blew it up because it's Britney Spears, but I'm sure Victor Wembanyama probably doesn't know who Britney Spears is, really.
No.
It's like niggas from France, and Britney Spears is the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, we was it.
I don't think it's a France thing, but like you said, her popping in the 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah,
and
he's 18, and he's also from another country. So, I mean, I think that plays a big factor. Even if you internationally known, that still would, like, it's like, we probably don't know huge stars that were global from
like
France
F1.
in the 90s.
Like, there's in the U.S., F1's not that big, but it is globally. A lot of people don't know who Lewis Hamilton is.
Yeah, but I feel like our stars from back then are popping international. Like 50 Cent is huge overseas.
He's probably heard of her, but he probably maybe doesn't know what she looks like, kind of thing, or whatever, you know.
Here, let's see if I can look up where Britney Spears sells the most tickets.
It's Brittany, bitch. I fucked with Britney Spears
Australia for sure.
But yeah, man, they just be trying to hype shit up. You know how that go. That she was just like, I just wanted to touch him, see how, because he's so tall, something like that.
So you want to touch him?
Yeah, she was just like, because
that's what she said.
That's what I'm pretty sure her big thing was she just wanted the security guard to apologize, and she was pretty much saying like, oh, like I just wanted to get close to him and touch him because he's so tall or some shit like. Because I mean, you gotta imagine seeing a 7'5", 7'6" nigga in real life is probably like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's probably like the most hyped person in the world right now. So.
Britney's, I mean, this is from 2018, and it didn't really give me the answer that I was looking for. But the first thing that pops up, Britney Spears fans crashed Live Nation's website for the UK leg tour in 2018. So, I mean, I'm telling you.
UK ain't France.
Yeah, but it's still in Europe, though.
But it's not France.
I guess, nigga.
France is burning right now.
Yeah, what's happening? Oh, it was because the team got killed by a cop?
Yeah, it was a migrant. I think a little African kid got killed by 2 French cops. And they just protesting this shit. I'm pretty sure all the news media are kind of exacerbating the problem and overhyping it, but pretty much they just destroying shit. You know, like the BLM protests that happened like Minnesota. Just think of that in France.
Yeah.
And them niggas already be protesting.
No, I've seen the videos. Cars getting pushed out of garages.
Yeah, them niggas already be like, France is notorious for protesting.
Right, yo.
So just take what they already been doing and magnify that shit. So they probably is fucking shit up. $1 billion worth of damages and shit like that. So yeah, but that was the cause. It's like the BLM. It was like the fucking George Floyd, but in France.
On steroids.
Yeah.
At least from what I've seen. I could be wrong.
Because, police officers lied, then the video comes out, say one thing. It's like literally the French version of the George Floyd incident.
Yeah.
But with the migrant. So you have the immigrant population over there going crazy. Yeah.
Facts. All right, a New York judge under investigation after rapping, I spelled wrong, but rapping along to Busta Rhymes and Nas on TikTok.
What's wrong with that? Niggas ain't got people ain't got shit to do.
That is a great fucking question. The caption was kind of long, but I'll kind of read what it said. If my Wi-Fi wants to cooperate. All right, so Judge Gary N. Wilcox of New Jersey is under investigation after it posted various videos on TikTok of him rapping along to music from Nas and Busta Rhymes, among others. As reported, the New York Times complaint submitted to New Jersey's Advisory Committee on Judicial Conduct shows that Wilcox used a pseudonym, whatever. All this is irrelevant, but essentially he's under like investigation and being criticized for using profanity, graphic sexual reference to female and male body parts, and racist terms. So probably using the N-word.
Is he black?
He is black.
He definitely said.
I mean, he looks black. He could be Hispanic.
Ooh, he's racially ambiguous.
Yeah,
he's a tweener.
But either way, my nigga rapping along to Busta Rhymes and Nas.
Could you imagine him on his TikTok? Every time I gotta go and then I gotta go and then I gotta go.
They actually said which songs that he did. Let's see.
But that would be hilarious. He probably sang "If I Ruled the World."
"Get Down" by Nas.
Okay, get down.
I don't even know which song that is.
It's the one. It starts by saying "Get down" and it goes dun 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 dun. You know when you hear it, you instantly know it.
Touch it.
Touch it, bring it, bang, watch it, turn it, leave
and then "Jump" by Rihanna. I don't think I know that song either. But
there's so many other great songs by Nas to sing. But I mean, I get why he would sing that song because it was super popular in the East Coast. You know this song. Listen.
This is the Nas song. Oh yeah.
Everybody knows that whole intro. Yeah.
I know that song.
That's all you gotta hear is that part, and you're like, oh, I know, I've heard this before.
Yeah. So.
Well, it's probably sampled too, right?
Yeah. For sure. Because I think his producer's Knife Wonder.
Oh, and on top of that, he wasn't even actually rapping. He was lip syncing, according to this
People ain't got no life, and they think just because you're a judge, you can't separate your profession from your personal life. Like music, okay, so you like listen to music. That doesn't affect how you do your job.
Could you imagine if these motherfuckers, what was our boy from FAU? That's the lawyer?
Oh, Jeff?
Yeah, Jeff Jacumba. Could they imagine if they came across his Instagram?
Bro,
they would have a fucking heart attack.
Did they see his promo when he got his office?
Oh my gosh.
Shit like some shit off Brazzers.
They really do. But shout out Jeff. Hopefully he doing big things.
Probably.
So a flying... Actually, I'll skip this. I kind of want to hear Phil's take on this because it's kind of a discussion we've had. But Keke Palmer and Baby Daddy were in the news because she was at an Usher concert, was wearing somewhat of a revealing outfit. It was like a thong type thing.
It was a bodysuit.
Yeah,
bodysuit with a sheer top.
Yeah. Well, the bodysuit was opaque, opaque, and then the pants she had on were see-through. So, I mean, it was like she was wearing like a...
Her ass was out.
Yeah, her ass was out.
Yeah, with a sheer... I thought it was like a sheer top. I thought it was just a bodysuit with a sheer top.
I still thought it was nothing too crazy.
Her ass is out.
And so, so her husband essentially tweeted...
boyfriend.
Or boyfriend.
No, they're not
Baby
husband.
Daddy.
Yeah, Baby Daddy.
Tweeted that essentially, like, how could you wear this? You're a mom. And then further justified it as he was being killed, like... I'm the man of the house. Like, how am I getting crucified for having standards and thinking that my mom shouldn't, or my baby's mother shouldn't have her ass out, this and that. And people was killing this nigga, calling him insecure, calling him this and that. I want to hear your thoughts because this is a conversation we've had on this pod before.
This is what this tweet's about.
We've also had it in the Discord too. Me and Lizzie rapped about it for a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah. It was in
about
Discord.
this topic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she was like, she was on like the woman's side, and I was like, I'm not mad at what he said, but how he presented it is corny as fuck.
Yeah.
Like whether you agree or disagree, like you're entitled to your opinion. Me personally. If I have as a dude that almost got a thought pregnant, like I'm sure I would have.
Damn, so Keke's a thought?
No, but it's just
wow,
like
bro.
We not together, and that's my BM, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're gonna do shit that piss me off, and I want them to do things a certain way. So I'm sure it would have been instances where I'd have been like, that is not mom behavior.
Yeah.
That's just like a father and a man. Like as a man, especially as if this is the mother of your child, you would want that person to portray a certain image. So I'm not mad at that, but at the same time, I think it's corny because you don't air out your BM on social media.
Okay,
that shit whack.
Oh,
if
this is it.
Yeah, if you disagree with what she wearing, just be like, I would just wait and be like, yo, did you really have to wear the outfit? That shit kind of tacky, or that shit ain't cool.
Yeah.
Like. Think of it like yo ass a whole mom, but I wouldn't say it online because then they killed this nigga and bullied this nigga and he got on social media. They killed that nigga.
Yeah, and the thing is,
but I'm not mad at it because her ass is out.
So
and
it's not bad.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like
I'm looking at it, it's like what
everyone has their preference as to what they think is acceptable and not. I've seen outfits way worse than that. To me, that's not that bad. And especially, I feel like celebrities get a little more grace.
They do. And she letting Usher sing to her. But Usher missed to steal your girl.
Yeah. I feel like that's the bigger issue. And to me, it's still not an issue.
Wait, are they together?
And that nigga got herpes.
Keke and the dude. So I also just recently saw, I don't know if you saw this, Phil, that I know he did get off of social media, but apparently they not following each other on Instagram. They unfollow each other.
Maybe they broke up.
Maybe.
Maybe that was just, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's corny. As a man, you don't do that shit. That shit whack.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
if that's
like
how you
being
felt.
public with it is kind of weird.
Yeah.
If you felt some type of way, it's done. It's not like you could change what happened. So it's like, yeah.
Hey, she responded with a dance video, which is is also
we're doing
corny.
The headstand, or is that what I just saw?
No, it's her in like a white jumpsuit. It was like dancing to some lyrics like "You Can't Tell Me How to Live My Life" type shit.
Oh, okay.
Which I also think is kind of weird. Hollywood celebrities just be weird, bro. But what gets me
they
is
live their life in the public though, so
Yeah.
it's like that's where they hold their discourse.
It was the same people that disagree. Like it'd be the irony, right? Because the same people that's like pro Keke with her ass out was the same people that was killing Lil Uzi Vert for shouting out
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice at the BET Awards.
Yeah.
It's just don't whatever the BET Awards, bro. Don't do that.
I wasn't sure. Well, it's also
the BET Awards.
I wasn't saying like, oh fuck BET, but
That's
they
pretty much
have
what you're
several.
saying.
They have the Hip Hop Awards. They have the actual BET Awards.
That's just 2 awards.
I thought they had another one. They ain't got like a gospel award. So, I don't know.
They can just making up shit. What'd you think of it?
I didn't think it was a big deal at all. Look, I say all the time, and Tatiana and I actually got into a fight. Like, there are some things that I may be controlling in her eyes about and that I could accept. But when it comes to dressing, I really don't give a fuck. If she can go outside, like...
Wait, what kind of controlling thing have you, or you don't want to talk about it?
We'll skip it because that's going to be a whole other thing. But it's also hard for me, and I feel like for you, we go to the new beach.
We go to new beach, so I'm not there.
I said this on the last conversation we had about it. Who am I to be like, you have to dress this way when we out in public, but then people looking at you butt ass naked on the beach? That makes absolutely no sense.
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't fret over it because I'm like, bro,
But I was gonna ask you because you were like, it's his baby mom, so. Right now,
but there's also some anonymity there when you guys go to the beach because you don't really know people.
That's true. But I still don't care. I mean, of course, I'm not going to let her dress like that to a funeral. Yeah. Or like a wedding. Yeah. Like, there's still a time and a place. And if...
Yeah, I'm definitely not on his side. I'm just saying that I just...
Playing both sides.
Because it's just not a clear, like, comparison. But at the same time, it's like... That, like... What Keke's doing, like, she's an entertainer. Yeah. Everything you do when there's cameras on is entertainment. You're working. Yeah. Like, that's... So, what, like... That's part of it.
Yeah. And I mean, if like I said, if that's how you feel, just don't air it out. But at the same time, like for me personally, I don't kind of care what Danny wears. Mm-hmm. I don't control how she wants to appear. Mm-hmm. So if that's what she want to put out, I'm gonna let her put it out. Like, it is what it is. Like, you your own adult, you your own person, whether I agree with it or not. I'll tell you if I think it's like tacky. Yeah. I'd be like, oof, like, I'm not a fan of it, babe. Yeah. And then you can make your own decision. Yeah, but
that's fair.
That's it. But that's it. But if she's like, oh, like if she out and them things is popping because she got nice tits and they out and them things poking and I'm like, ugh, hey, you kind of got them things out. She be like, I want to wear this. All right, but just know you got them things out.
Yeah. And on top of that,
I might not say, her mom might say something before I do.
Exactly.
And you deal with that backlash, but it is what it is. Like, I'm not going, again, I agree with you. We go to New Beach, so who am I to say, and I like my thighs out. So
yeah, and going back to Buddy, I don't know if Keke's had any work done. She looks like she's completely natural.
No, she's natural.
Yeah, and there's so many celebrities and just women in general that have had so much work done. Like, Tatiana works hard as fuck. Danny works hard as fuck. I'm sure Keke works hard as fuck. So you gotta let your girl just rock her shit while she looks this good.
Get her shit off.
Yeah, let her get her shit off. Like, how you gonna be that insecure? And to me, that's just so lit to other niggas being like, damn, your girl bad as fuck. Like, I want her. I want to try to make
Which is also, it's probably not his girl, though. If you like, he's like, you're a mom. Like, you not saying that's your girl.
Yeah, you're saying you're my girl.
That nigga bitter. Yeah, that nigga bitter. He probably just bitter because Usher was all up in his girl
That's
face.
why I asked if they were together.
Yeah. Nigga was corny, though. That's definitely a corny move.
100%. The Vegas Sphere. So I've been seeing a lot of buzz about that. So is this just for NBA Summer League?
No, it's like a thing now in Vegas.
Okay.
It's like a, what do you call it? A monument?
Okay.
Or an exhibition?
Got you. So for the people that
it's a venue.
So explain it to the people. So you can go or explain it, and then I'll ask
I think there's they actually have shows and stuff inside of it too.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of like I only know this much about it because my dad had a contract with him.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've known that it was like coming out for a little while, but it's like, it's just another venue for shows and entertainment. They'll have like it's kind of like, it's not an arena. It's like a kind of like a theater setup. So there's like a stage and then everything will be happening, or like people will be sitting in front. But yeah, it's just like they can put whatever they want on it too,
which is wild.
Yeah, like the realistic looking eyeballs. That thing's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I've seen the basketball.
Yeah,
I've seen. I don't know if I saw an eyeball. Did they do an eyeball?
They did an eyeball. They did like a, what is it? Like a globe. I mean, obviously it's Earth, but like a globe.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Nah, but that's super lit. Shout out to technology in 2023, bro.
Yeah.
And I skipped over it, but I'll quickly say it. But a flying car received airworthiness from the FAA. So we might have flying cars soon, guys.
They coming. There's a company that already...
Is it electric? Or we don't know that?
I
think it would have to be because places are making mandates that everything has to be electric by 2030.
Well, there's a company overseas that already got approved, and they were going to start doing mass producing in 2024, 2025.
That's not the car. That's right. But if you swipe to the right,
it's lit. It looks like an old car, like an old like.
No, see, it's not. It's another one that's a hybrid plane.
It looks like
a car.
A Jetsons car, but just like futuristically.
They coming, bro.
Would y'all use a flying car?
I mean, possibly. I've always wanted to be a pilot, so definitely. I'll be flying out here.
Myself.
I would, just because I like to drive. So
same.
I just genuinely like to drive. So yeah.
I wonder how far it can go.
I just think it'd be fire to just fucking take off. Yeah.
No, what distance it can go?
Got you.
Am I just gonna drive to like the 90 miles to Cuba? You know, or whatever. Just go to the Keys, drive 90 miles, or fly 90 miles to Cuba.
Yeah. I want to know how high legally I could go. Because however high I can go, I'm probably gonna try to go past it, just see what happens.
Well, I'm like sure the new speeding.
Yeah.
You're up there with the Blue Angel. He's like you're down on your highway.
It's like, I'm tripping right now.
Just like how cars have governors now, I'm sure there's gonna be a governor that limits how high you can go.
And you could take the governor off of cars. So I'm sure for somebody to figure out how to take the governor.
Especially if it's electric, people just gonna hack into it.
Yeah,
it's very true.
I don't know, man. Now that we talk about it, I don't know if that's safe. with the public.
Imagine Phil, the car issues that Phil has staying on the ground,
bro.
This man not gonna be checking up on his.
He's not gonna check his wings ever.
G shit, air pressure all off him.
We gonna be finishing the pod, and
he's gonna be like skidding through the air.
Phil's gonna send us a text like, "Y'all, I just crashed in the ocean. I didn't change my wings.
Like, bro, I just hit a fucking street pole. I don't have enough clearance."
Street pole. I clipped the street pole, clipped the bottom of my car.
I'm never going into a flying car with Phil ever, bro.
Oh no!
And then AJ is gonna be the flying Uber.
Remember when Danny had to tell Phil that he was 30?
That's facts. That's how I knew she loved me.
Yeah.
I was like, "This girl really love my ass. She don't want me to kill myself."
For real. Question of the week. You got one, Phil?
Heck no, he don't.
No. Because I was thinking about it. But we've been gone so long. I was just gonna ask everybody how they been since, but we already touched it. So
got you.
I was like, we've been gone for 2 weeks. How's everybody been? Then we can get tapping.
All right, get it off your chest. I seen you tweet about it.
Yes, bro. So I got a Brazilian last week because I was getting ready for the 4th of July.
A
manzillion.
He was getting ready for the 4th of July.
No, I'm just playing. Now, Danny got drunk and told me the real reason I got a Brazilian because we got drunk and then Danny was drunk when she was FaceTiming me in Cuba.
Yeah.
And she was like,
what?
Colombia?
Colombia, yeah. She was like, "Oh, if you I made a comment like, if you lick my butt." And she was like, "If you wax, I'll lick your butt." And I was like,
so this man booked the first appointment.
I did.
Bro, this nigga is wild.
He's a certified sicko.
So she was just fake being sick. She got home.
Nah, she actually really sick though. But she came home sick, so I was like, "Oh man, can't get my butt licked." But I used to get waxes before.
Yeah, you did.
And my gripe with waxes, or Brazilian waxes, manzillions, is that they charge almost 2 times for men than they do for women.
I didn't know it was
so
that much.
for men, it's really expensive. It's like $70.
Isn't it like more? Like there's probably more they have to do down there, no?
I doubt it. Men and women are. With the exception of the balls. But
let me pause. First of all, that's way cheaper than what I never knew how much a wax or a Brazilian costs.
How much
$70
is it?
$70,
$75,
$80.
Is it painful?
Yes,
bro. What the hell?
It was more.
Actually, you've done it.
No, I haven't one, but it's just I've had things waxed before. Like I had my armpits waxed.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean,
so I can only imagine what tender areas are like.
It was a lot more painful this time than what I remember.
Really,
but even still, it wasn't like it was. If I had to put on a 10, it was like 6.5.
Oh, I'm good on that.
It's like 6.5. It was enough where you go, like I was sweating, and then like I didn't.
He's lying. It's not 6.5.
It was painful. Like it was.
I have really good pain tolerance too.
I do too. Yeah. It's a lot of blood. I didn't realize it kind of.
Yeah. See, I'm all about. Oh, you are fresh, bro. Tatiana's over here playing Harry Potter, and she just put
I've been
buffs.
locked in.
She just put buffs on her character. But no, I'm all for manscaping, but that sounds like it's too much. How often you got to go? If you were to like just be
if I
bald
wax
all the time.
continuously, probably every 3 weeks.
Yeah, probably even like
3-4
once. The thing is when you wax, like
it lasts long.
It lasts long, but then the hairs also get, I want to say, weaker, I think. But like the more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Well, it sounds like lasering is what you need to do. Tatiana has been going to this lasering place in Doral. Bro, it's like she never needs to shave anymore. And Tatiana, real quick, tell Phil about waxing.
Lasering is lit for sure.
Or tell him about lasering and how much you like lasering.
Damn, you lasered a woo-ha?
Yeah, I get my my Brazilian lasered.
And it seems like it's way better.
Yeah.
Like she never needs to shave anymore.
Like I mean I've only gone twice for my Brazilian, but like the hairs literally just fall out.
Yeah,
And
the
it's,
Brazilian's
nice
not that
and
bad
smooth.
though.
And
I mean,
I'm only and like it's painless. Like everyone's like, does it
how much
hurt?
is it?
I don't remember. It's on a payment plan.
And you said you paid like $300 or $400 for how many times?
How many sessions? Probably it was like 4 or 5 sessions or something.
Well, I do it I get free sessions for the rest of my life now.
Hey.
I don't remember. It's a payment plan.
Gotcha.
So that's why I don't remember. I just put it on my credit card.
Yeah, maybe
In
I'll.
the long run, it makes sense. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't have to buy razors anymore. after a
Exactly.
while, so.
Or get waxes and
Yeah,
stuff.
and I don't have to buy, because I was also buying extra stuff for like ingrown hairs and everything. Like I don't have to buy that shit anymore because everything's just smooth. Like I just wake up and I'm like, hello.
Not gonna lie, I did miss how smooth everything is down there because my
Really?
balls are like smooth as marble. And I was like, I haven't seen like my balls without hair in a while because I stopped waxing for like years. But this time was definitely a little bit more painful. And I think this lady was just rough. Like the lady I went to before was a different Brazilian lady. She was just gentle. This lady kind of I felt like she just didn't want to do a man. She was just really hard on the nuts. Just, I'm like, Jesus, shorty, relax.
Yeah.
Like she was just really rough,
Yeah.
which made it a lot more painful. Cause there's like other times I've been where the lady had been like super gentle, and they'll do like a little strip at a time so it doesn't hurt. And she was just like going at it, and I like look at the napkins, I'm like, it's fucking blood everywhere. So like she was just getting in on me, and then she did my butt, and then
What? Well, there was a W in there.
Wait, so when
you gotta hold your cheeks open.
Pause. When they do your butt,
Did you say lick it?
are you on your
No, you lay on your
knees?
stomach and you spread your cheeks.
Oh, I thought my nigga had an arch in his back.
Nah, hell no, shawty, relax, shawty.
Tooted up in there.
To not toot it. Nah, you lay on your stomach and you spread your cheeks so you can
Okay.
just have easy access. And the only thing that sucks about getting your butt waxed is, bro, your farts are different. You don't realize how much the hair in your butt cut your farts in half. Every time I fart, that bitch just like roll up now. And I'm like, whoa, that shit like go to my back. I'm like, yo, why my farts rolling up like this? Your farts just be different.
There's no
Them shit
friction. It's
just-
just
It is. This should just come up like
farts.
that should just roll up the back, and I'd be like, bro, what the fuck? But yeah, bro, it's
You're like, are you whistling at me? Did are you whistling at me, Phil?
it looks great down there though. I mean, it's just like I don't know, it looks great.
But going back to your point as to why it's more expensive, I mean, I've seen several women that are, what's that, an esthetician? I don't know.
Yeah.
But people that have that job, they say men are disgusting, like way more disgusting than women. And then I'm sure there's horny fucks that.
But still, I'm sure women get horny too. I'm sure you have gross women. My thing is, we always talk about equality and equity, right? Women don't get charged more for fades. If a woman go in the barbershop,
That's completely different.
it's not different, bro. It's taking off hair. If a woman go in the barbershop right now, a dude not gonna be like, man, yo ass a girl, let me charge you double to give you a fade. Then I'm gonna charge
Yeah, but
you
if
double.
we talking about hygiene, like
That's
the amount
yes.
of,
I don't think that's. You don't. There's no way to tell.
yeah, that's true.
You don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's not. It's like people hair be dirty too.
Yeah.
Niggas be coming in and get haircuts with fucking flakes and dandruff and shit.
You're right.
There's
you're
no
right.
difference. I'm just saying, can we just practice fairness across the board? Why should I be paying more because I'm a man? It's still hair.
Here, let's.
But May used to do waxing, and she's like, she stopped. It wasn't because, I mean, obviously guys don't do it that much. It wasn't because guys were coming in, but she's like, girls are disgusting too.
They just as gross. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if Google has the answer.
I think guys would have more hair though,
potentially.
and usually like there's more like if you're doing there's probably more to deal with. It's definitely more work than like a vagina area. It's just all one like level. You don't have to work around balls and like get into crevices and stuff.
So according to this answer, because men on average have more hair than women, it's not just that the body is bigger. It takes more strips of wax to get all the hair because of that there's more.
Hey, that's cool. Charge 15% more, but almost double is asinine.
So
that shit's criminal.
To kind of not answer your question, but a solution, they should just, do they charge you in the beginning or at the end?
At the end.
So yeah, they should charge you on the amount of strips or wax that was used at the end. It shouldn't be a men and a women thing. Because if I were to
That's how they do like if you get like lip fillers or anything like that, they'll charge you for how much you're using. And then if like with like Botox or whatever they call it, with the lip injection fillers, they charge you for how much you're using, and if you don't use it, like, hey, you still have some, so you can come in for another session later, or like we can put some stuff somewhere else. Exactly.
Because I'm sure there's probably women, like if I were to go to get a wax, because I manscape, I shave my pits, it's just my butt that I don't do anything. Like I shouldn't have to pay more just because I'm a man.
If you want your butt, that's only $15. Look get your butt done. It's $15.
Yeah,
get your butt done.
Well, $15.
Wait, did you ever talk about that picture or no?
What picture?
Oh, from the nude beach?
Yeah,
we talked about it on 2 pods ago.
What picture? You got a picture from the nude beach?
No,
the shark.
The shark
He saw.
No. I was gonna post that. I was gonna put it in the Discord actually. This nigga's balls was out the water. He's like, it's a shark. I'm like, no, that's balls.
Oh wait, I don't know if it died. I guess not. But the other battery's right there if you wanted to switch it.
I'm like, that's balls. But yeah, man, that's just like my thing to get off my chest this week. I just want more equal pricing in manzillions. That's all.
My thing to get off my chest is did you guys see Could Have Been Records? Or some posts? Did you see the Theo Von one? So yeah, like people in the comments don't understand. Like they're like, oh, Drewski. Like some people are like, Drewski just didn't get Theo's joke, and like he did get his joke, and that's why he kicked him off, because that's what his joke is. That's what he does.
Wait, I didn't see it. What happened?
So
I need a backstory.
So Drewski had Theo on Could Have Been Records, right? And it was just like, I didn't see the entire thing. It was just a clip, but he was talking about someone who. There was a guy right before Theo who dropped like the N-bomb or something.
A white guy.
And then Theo's like, yeah, that's not cool, man. Well, I'll have it. I'll just play it. I have it somewhere. Oh, Theo posted it too. But yeah, hold on.
Theo Von's kind of hilarious, bro.
He is insane. They're both insanely funny.
Yeah.
And people don't know that people like in the comments. You can tell they don't know that these two people are cool with each other. They like each other a lot.
That's the best part.
Drewski literally kicks everyone off, like he said.
Yeah. He's kicked Drake off.
Your boy just got on here and dropped the N-bomb, man.
I didn't hear it.
How the fuck you ain't hear it? Bitch, you was on here commenting.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I heard it.
What the fuck? How the hell you ain't hear it the first time?
I didn't want to hear it, man. I'm sick of hearing that shit. Look, I thought he was mixed, man. I think he might have been black. He had all those black lights. A lot of people look white under the black lights.
You're right. Just had a guy come in here and drop the N-word, man. We cannot be laughing about this shit right now.
Oh, I don't think that shit's funny at all. What I do is if I really need to get it out, I write it down.
What the fuck?
You know.
What?
I don't need to get it out. I just write it down.
So people in here are like, what the heck? We're starting drama for no reason. If you give words power like that, it's your own weakness. That's the problem. Like, there's a bunch of people who are only Theo fans that don't understand their dynamic or what Drewski does. Or we're lucky to live in the same time as Theo Von. Drewski misses 90% of Theo's jokes. Like, what? He didn't miss it. We all
That's just hilarious.
Oh my gosh, bro. So people are just thinking that it's actually like drama between them or something, or Drewski's trying to cancel Theo.
But could you imagine niggas that journal
Right in the day.
Just really be writing down nigger like, I was really pissed off at a black guy. Like, fucking nigger. Like, write shit down, but won't say it out loud. But that'd be wild.
Yeah.
You read nigga journal and you like, bro, yo ass racist.
Nah, but I need to watch the whole.
I know with some people out there journaling the N word.
Oh,
y'all niggas is wild.
Yo, did you see? What's his name was on it too? Birdman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
That was
I
actually
saw the
kinda
clip,
funny.
but I never actually.
It was
clicked on
funny,
to
but
watch
I couldn't tell if Birdman was being serious or not, and I don't think Drewski could either. So he was like, "All right, I don't know how far to push jokes, or like how to handle this," but it was kind of funny.
Another one that was similar to that was when he was with NBA YoungBoy, because at one point in time they had like actual beef because he had made a comment about like his baby mom or girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he got on Coulda Been, and that shit was like, for a bit, I was like, I don't know if this is a skit or if this is for real. But Drewski and YoungBoy cool enough.
Folks funny.
Who, Drewski or YoungBoy?
Drewski funny as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them, bro. I would for like, what was it? Some people would just post Theo Von clips only, and I just went to one of those profiles and I just watched them.
Yeah.
For like hours.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Bobby Lee, like you always say, they're very similar and both hilarious. Get off your chest for me is I can't take college football fans anymore, bro. I feel like it doesn't happen much in any other sport in league, but every day I get on social media, and of course I follow a lot of Canes fans, but it's so stupid to me, the trolling that goes on. Like FSU fans trolling Miami trolling FSU fans, Gator fans, all that stuff about uniforms, about recruiting, about the spaces that we have, the indoor practice facility. Miami has a 50-yard indoor practice facility. That's an ongoing joke. We play in Hard Rock Stadium. We don't have an on-campus stadium. That's like the trolls aren't even good, but it's the fact that at the end of the day, this is college sports. We're not talking about the pros. We're literally trolling each other over high school and college kids, and it drives me nuts. Like and I tweeted yesterday, like, y'all don't get tired of getting on social media every day? And even the Canes fans that complain about the coaching and the recruiting, like, y'all need to go outside and touch grass. I'm a huge Canes fan, but these other motherfuckers, like, that's their whole life and personality, just talking about football recruiting. Like, if it's your actual job and that's what you get paid for, I have absolutely no issue with that, because that's your job. But the normal fan that has an issue with how the coaches are recruiting, that cry and are negative about every single thing. Like, I don't see Bucks fans going in on Falcons fans. I don't see Eagles fans going in on Cowboy fans like that.
I don't like them niggas.
Yeah, y'all don't like them, but it's not every single day y'all waking up and fucking trolling each other over stupid shit.
They Cowboys fans and Eagles fans, yeah, you not on a. All
right, you need to start sending it to me, because I need to see if it's what I see with.
I don't think it's at the level of college.
And it's not the level of college, but it's like the content creators for those fan bases be going at it all the time. Yeah. Like, it's a nigga that's the Eagles fans, nigga that's Cowboys fans. These niggas are always in my mention because they always arguing about Dak and Jalen Hurts, and I'm like, bro, just shut the fuck up sometime. But I get it. Like, it's definitely elevated on the college level.
Bro, it's so stupid, and it.
But like, part of that is the reason why you like college football, though.
Yeah, like the rivalry. You're right.
Yeah, the result of it is part of the reason why you're like, I like it more than NFL.
Yeah.
It's just that's what comes with it.
Yeah. If the trolls were good, I'd feel a lot different, but it's just the same trolls.
Over and over.
Over and over, and it's not funny. Like, yes, we don't have an on-campus stadium, but we play in a beautiful NFL stadium. Like, it's so stupid. But that's my get it off your chest. Best thing y'all seen? Y'all got anything?
No, I was just gonna talk about stuff we have in streaming. So
all right, we can jump straight.
Best thing I seen was your arms. G, you beefy out here.
I appreciate it.
Little beefy man.
Appreciate that.
I gotta pause when I say you beefy, G.
Did you guys want to talk music, or you want to skip that?
We can talk about music after streaming, or we can go straight to music.
Well, yeah, it was just I guess it wasn't the best thing I've seen, but Black Mirror.
Bro, Black
very
Mirror
lit.
Was very.
You seen the whole season?
Yeah. I didn't. Okay. The 2 episodes that I liked, I thoroughly enjoyed. And it makes me like the whole season. But there's 5 episodes, 3 episodes that I didn't really care for.
Which ones?
But the episodes I did like were the second episode that took place in like Ireland or whatever. Where his parents, he found out his parents were the killers. And then the one with.
Wait, Phil, you watched it yet or no?
Not yet. I'm zoning
don't
y'all
say
out
don't
right
say
now.
the results yet.
Okay.
We could talk about it, but don't say the results.
And then the space one, bro, that's my favorite episode. I think that might be my favorite Black Mirror episode, period. Not just this
the
season.
space one.
Yeah.
That one was crazy. It's just like that one. So I think that one's first. The Ireland Scotland one is second.
Yeah.
Then the
I didn't like the Joan is Awful episode. I know a lot of people like
Joan is Awful, I think, was third.
Okay.
I think it was a good first episode for the season because it brought you into what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And then, bro, I can't pull up Netflix fast enough. The Demon 79 one, that one was last for me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what I thought, and I kind of liked what they did. It's just it wasn't terrible. It was just like the least of the.
And what was the
best
episode?
five. We
only said 4 of them. We said Joan is Awful, the Ireland one, the space one, the demon one, and then there's one.
The Maisie Day, the one where they end up in the diner. I just don't want to say.
Yeah.
That one was cool too.
Yeah, those 2 I just didn't care for at all.
Yeah, those were the last 2 also. But I thought they were all pretty good. And then I also saw the new Tom Segura already. It was actually pretty funny.
I need to watch it for sure. Did Kevin Hart come out with something? I've been seeing a bunch of clips of him as of late.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was on YouTube or something.
Huh? Did he come out with a special? Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw him talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, new Tom Segura is definitely funny.
It was solid. I kind of fell asleep on it, so I got to rewatch it.
I love Tom.
Yeah, he's fun. This one wasn't as like hilarious every second one, but it was like really good.
Yeah.
Still. What else did I put on there? Oh, The Idol. Did you guys watch The Idol at all or no?
Nah. See, I've only heard bad things about it.
Yeah.
I hear it is I think you also said it, but I've heard a couple of people say that it is Euphoria-ish because it is the same writers.
Oh, I did watch The Idol.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah, it's all 4 episodes.
5.
They dropped 5 yesterday or something.
No, last week Sunday was 5.
Okay, well then
it was supposed to be 6.
I watched all 5 then. I'm all caught up.
So wait, you saw the concert scene at the end?
You can spoil. I'm probably gonna check it out. I don't care about spoilers. So
Did you see? Well, I don't want to spoil it for him because I don't think he's seen the last one.
The last part that I seen was she hooked up with the ex.
Yeah, at the concert.
Was that the concert or at her house?
Oh no!
Another episode past that?
Yeah. There's one more.
Then I missed the new release. Then
Yeah. So there's still one more.
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
That shit was like a softcore porn in the beginning. I was kind of getting turned on.
But yeah, that's how it's like. It's Euphoria because obviously it's the same director, but it's also like an ugly look at Hollywood. People don't like it for the same reasons they didn't like the movie Blonde about Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
Did you watch that or no? I think it's kind of the same because it's like the entire movie of Blonde was stress. And the first 3 episodes are really, really hard to watch just because you're bad things are happening, and the way the show goes, you don't get you almost have no hope.
Yeah.
And I think that's why there was so much like backlash because it's like, all right, I don't like this. People were hating The Weeknd for his role, but he actually does a really good job, and you're supposed to hate his character. Yeah. So it's like, guys, it's working. That means he's doing well.
I actually didn't think he was a great actor.
He actually didn't.
That's what I was.
He wasn't
because he was a bad actor, or because he played a bad guy, and they just don't like him because of that.
I think it was hard for people to believe it because it was The Weeknd.
Gotcha.
I think it's easier for me to believe it because I'm not a fan of The Weeknd, and I don't pay attention to The Weeknd as much. So people have like a different relationship with him, I guess. But he didn't do a bad job, like by any stretch.
Yeah,
he was okay. I didn't think he was a good actor. I don't think he's a good actor, but that also doesn't take away from I didn't let it take away from the viewing experience. I was watching it for what it was.
Yeah.
And if you watch it for what it is, like everybody else in the movie is like really good, and it's like the talent, the music, is just
right. So yeah,
the sex scenes,
right?
It's all good.
From seeing someone do something debut as an actor. And knowing that that's not their first thing, he did a good job.
Yeah,
to me,
he wasn't terrible. Yeah.
I'm
having trouble with the connection.
What is going on?
Damn, get your Siri under control.
He keeps turning Siri on. How you touching her, bro?
Siri's not even.
But yeah, so it's very graphic, and they push the boundaries on things. Like, like sometimes they'll show you something, and then the rest is implied. There's nothing implied. It's like you're gonna see. We're gonna put it in your face, and you're gonna see the entire thing.
Yeah.
You should watch it though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check it out.
It's beautifully shot. Like every shot's fire.
So, like,
cinematography is really good. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
gonna check it out for sure. Now that I've caught up on all my trash reality TV and whatnot, I started watching Bel-Air. I haven't finished it, but once I finish Bel-Air, I'll probably check that out.
Second season's so good.
I do actually want to say, that we on
I was
streaming,
tapped in.
Yeah.
Bro, Apple TV, I've heard so many good, or Apple Plus, whatever their streaming service is. I've heard so many good things about it. Every show I've watched on Apple Plus has been very mid. And Ted Lasso, everyone that has hyped that show up, show
people are saying is great.
Is not good at all. Like the first season.
Dang, Byron told me it was the greatest show on television right now. Like,
bro, that is wild to me. Eric said something similar. And even a couple of other people that said it that I brought it up to, they were like, yeah, season 1's the best season and doesn't really get much better after that. And season 1 is so mid. It's unbelievable. I remember one time I told you about a Will Ferrell show that was on there, like the
I don't think I've watched any show on Apple.
That show is whatever.
Yeah.
There's a show like Shiloh or something like that I heard is good. I want to check that out. And then there's another show with what's the guy from Pineapple Express?
Seth Rogen?
Yeah, Seth Rogen, and then someone else. That I heard is funny.
Zach.
But yeah,
Seth Rogen's the guy.
So The Idol was so heavy, and it got so much. Like I feel like there's definitely mixed reviews. It's just the people that didn't like it were louder.
Yeah.
And there were supposed to be 6 episodes, but they just like expedited it and made it 5 because.
I think they should just went through full with it because I think it's one of them shows that probably could age good.
Yeah.
I think I heard this on Rory and Maul's podcast. I think they were talking about it. Mm-hmm. They said that the show initially was done. The writer or director stepped down because they felt it was like too women heavy or something like that. They scrapped the whole script and like rewrote it. So I
really?
think it was like maybe rushed the second time around.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. But I mean, I don't know. People were watching it in real time. The main actress, who people were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened." But she's like, I knew what it was gonna be, and I made decisions with them on stuff. Like they consulted me in every step. So seeing that, it's like
she kind of cute. She a little baddie now. You kind of
Johnny
see her as a baddie now.
Johnny Depp's daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's crazy. I was gonna say, Sommore dropped a new stand-up.
And I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna watch it.
Sommore is one of the original queens of comedy.
Oh, okay.
So it was like her, Nikki, Monique, Adele Givens, and like somebody else. They did the
Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes, yeah, the original queens of comedy. It's old head comedy, like your parents would enjoy it, but they shot it in Boca Raton.
Oh,
so I watched it. It's actually really good. Yeah.
Where?
I don't know. I was trying to figure it out, but it was
it
shot in
at
Boca
Meisner,
Raton.
like outside?
I think it had it. No, it was an indoor. I think it was the Meisner.
Meisner has an indoor?
But they have an amphitheater or some shit.
Yeah,
like
that's what I thought it was gonna be. That's what I was guessing.
It looked like it was.
They shot that shit at like FAU or Boca High.
In Boca Highs? The
Boca High Theater? It looked like it was in an arena, but it was shot in Boca. So I was like, oh, it's in our backyard. I'm gonna watch it. But she was that shit was funny. Like towards the end, it got really good. She talked about like she made like jokes about like the decorum for wearing lashes and bonnets. Bro, I was howling.
Yeah,
so it was Sommore's like she's an older like she's been in the game for years since the 90s. So. I enjoyed it. I thought it was solid.
Cool.
It's not like the funniest thing on Netflix, but if you like some,
it's on Netflix. I like comedy in general.
Yeah, if you like comedy, you should check it out. I like it.
Oh, there's this other one.
It's called Queen Chandelier.
There's this other like series of stand-ups, Phil, that you'll probably like.
I probably watched it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Was the one hosted by
Joey Diaz? I'm talking about.
There's a few on there that's got a couple comics.
There's one that's hosted by Joey Diaz, and the entire theme is like TVMA jokes. So like they push their boundaries, and it's like very mature stuff.
Yeah.
The first one I saw, it was pretty funny, and I mean, it's Joey. If Joey Diaz is putting them up there, they're gonna be good, and they're gonna be vulgar. But yeah.
Yeah, super vulgar.
Other than that, I've been watching Tex Mex Motors.
What's that?
It's a car show where they just take like classics. So they take classics, they find them in Mexico, and they redo them at a shop in El Paso. Acting's terrible, but the car flips is crazy. Like they're actually like Porsches and like all these classic cars is great. If you're a car enthusiast, it's a good show. And I've been like binge watching South Park, bro. Watching South Park now in my 30s, bro, it's so funny. It's hilarious. Like,
it is.
Watching it as a teenager was funny, but even now with more context and experience in life, bro, that shit is hilarious. That's all I got.
Also, Phil, while you was just talking about cars, I want to reiterate the fact I don't think black cars look bad. So Phil sent a post on Instagram, and it was like, oh, if my girl knows me, she'll know what car I want to pick. So he sent it to Danny, and it was like 5 different black cars or something like that. Some modern, some retro. And I made the comment that I don't really like black cars like that. But that's just like me owning. I think black cars look clean. I just would never want to own a black car. That's all.
It depends on the car. For me, it depends. Like, I wouldn't get it. Like, I didn't get my Subaru in black because I don't think it looks good in black. But if you get like something about like, I don't know, man, black make it look mean if it's slick. Like that Ferrari that was in that post, I would have got that in black.
I also made it another point that it depends on the car. Like, some cars have to be a certain color. Like a BMW, I feel like has to be black
or white.
I don't like white BMWs. I think
it depends.
Black or silver BMWs look the cleanest.
For me, it's white or black. Like, it has to be white with black rims.
Yeah, my dream car is a Nissan GTR. I feel like that's another car that looks great in black, but I wouldn't want.
I like it in gray too. I like the GTRs in gray.
And the new 2023 one has like an olive green color, like our tray thing, or like AJ strap, bro. That shit's so fucking clean. But yeah,
you're a GTR guy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Nissan GTR. That's my dream car.
Any model year?
Yeah, it could be an old Skyline, could be a Nissan.
Like the 90s, like the 90.
I like them all.
Okay.
But obviously, I'm more of a modern person. I don't really like older cars like you do.
I love older cars.
I want to have specs. I want to have like new features. I don't want to have old features.
Nah, because if you get the old cars, they drive.
He wants Apple CarPlay, and
I mean, you can put the technology in the new cars.
That's depreciating the item.
No, it's not, because once
you the silhouette, if you like.
Yeah,
it,
it's
but if I were to sell it, no one's gonna want it with the.
Who knows, bro?
No.
What if you turn it into a flying one?
No, you know how much Broncos are selling for now? Broncos are going for over 100,000.
Yeah, but they don't have like, they don't have an iPad in the middle of them.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they do?
Yeah, there's a company that does Broncos, and you can still get 130 with the upgraded technology, but it's the aesthetic of the classic car. You upgrade the suspension so it drives better, and then you still put the technology in it. People want that shit because they want the modern classic car driver isn't like well, at least the newer ones, like the 40s and 30s and 20-year-olds that can get the older cars. They want all the technology, but they want the look, the aesthetic of that car and the feel of that car still. So they still worth about fucking 100K regardless. Like, even if you modernize that shit, still gonna get. Now, it's not gonna be worth more than the actual original with no updates, but even updated, they still go for days.
Oh yeah, that's my main point. Like, of course, someone's gonna buy it.
Yeah, it's still expensive.
Yeah, but it's not gonna sell as much as like a mint condition, original, whatever.
Because that makes it way more rare.
Yeah.
At that point, it's a scarcity thing.
All right, music. I'll combine them both. And since we haven't recorded in a while, but Gunna and Thugga both dropped back-to-back weeks.
They did? How? They're not. Oh, they're like house arrest or something. I don't even know what's going on with that.
Gunna, I'm pretty sure, is out. Gunna's out? Free. Yeah, that's why everyone was calling him a rat, because he got out. Thugga is still up in the air, but I'm assuming a lot of the music was pre-recorded prior to him being in jail. But I mean, I fought with Thug, but the album was whatever. I think I gave it like 1 or 2 listens. And same with Gunna. I mean, both have some dope songs on it, but as a huge project, probably won't run back to. Yeah. Khamari, someone that you said you brought up on the pod before, so I apologize for not realizing that you did.
No, it's like he only had like 1 or 2 songs out at the time, and he was just like releasing singles. Had been working on an album for a while, but the album was good in general.
Did you listen, Phil? You said you was gonna check it out.
Not yet. I forgot.
Wow, Phil.
I forgot. I ain't gonna hold you.
So it's an R&B album. Not realizing that AJ already knew who he was. I told AJ that I thought he'd really fuck with him because AJ's a huge Frank Ocean fan.
Yeah, Nick put me on.
And this guy definitely has a Frank Ocean feel on a couple of songs. So
yeah, I think Doctor My Eyes was it was the first one he released, and that's when Nick first played it. He didn't tell me. I was like, wait, this sounds like Frank. What?
Oh, he said it too.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Wax. I like the first I said it in the Discord, but I like the first 6, except for A Sacred Place. And then I know Matt said he really liked These Four Walls. That one was okay to me. The other ones, like the rest of them were okay, but it just, and I said this in Discord too, it didn't feel like, it felt like a collection of songs, not really like an album, but for a debut album, it's definitely
I feel like that's just how most albums sound nowadays. Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, especially debut ones, but I think the better ones are sound like a cohesive piece, like even like Pusha T's last year did. All of Frank's usually do. Mm-hmm. Frank's debut album didn't really, but the ones after that did. Obviously Kanye's are going to. So yeah. So it just, I mean, I guess it just depends on who you, like the person's style of album making and whatnot. Right, but the way like, did you see the Dr. My Eyes music video or not?
No, I didn't.
That one's pretty good. It seems like he would want to put together something cohesive, but who knows, you know? But I liked Drifting a lot. Other than Dr. My Eyes, obviously. Wax Poetic, Drifting, and Tell Me.
Yeah, it's a good album. On the way back, Phil, you got to check it out.
Yes, sir. Your favorite artist. Currensy and Harry Fry got a new project, Vices. If you're a big Currensy fan, him and Harry Fry kind of make music that's very like Miami based in like the production and the sound. So it's a really good album.
What do you mean by Miami based?
Like, cause they did Miami Vice, one of their mixtape series. Now this one's Vices. So like the samples, it just sounds like some shit you can listen to on Ocean, like in a retro car, windows down.
So it's like an 80s sound.
Like an 80s. It's like 80s. Yeah. Like it shit just sounds good, like fucking 80s cocaine music.
I'll have to see if there's an instrumental only version, and I'll
just try to listen to it, bro. It got some good features on there too. And then Ransom and Nicholas Craven dropped Director's Cut 4. I put him in the Discord before. Nigga just raps really well. And new Mick Jenkins is out.
Oh, it's out?
No, well he dropped a song with JID called Smoke Break, but his album is coming out in August. New Mick album. He's on his own shit now, so. He hasn't put out music in like 5 years. Like he's independent. Like, yeah, he didn't like his label situation before, so he didn't put out music for years. So now he's coming out with a new project, and I'm a big Mick guy.
Got you. Nice.
I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
AJ's in the bathroom right now. Uzi also dropped.
Did you listen to the Pink Tape?
I listened to like a little bit of it.
I'm not a big Uzi guy.
He remade System of a Down, Chop Suey, and I love that song. And it was just interesting to hear.
Did he ruin it?
Yeah, it's not as good as the original, but it's still it was funny to hear. Sports. So Victor Wembanyama, discussed him earlier on the pod, but he had his debut last night in the NBA Summer League and got posterized.
Didn't go as planned. He had some. I mean, if you look at how he played, his game is definitely going to translate well once he gets his feet under him.
Yeah.
He did catch a body.
That boy need to get into the weight room.
Yeah, but he's not going to get into the weight room. So he said that, like, going into the draft, he was like, you know, they're not doing weight stuff. They're kind of just wanting him to work within his body type stuff.
They need to get him into the weight room.
Oh, I 100% agree, but he definitely caught a body, got bodied.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to watch him play because I just feel like he's one slip a fall away from an injury, almost like Chet, like because he's so frail.
Yeah.
Who you think is gonna get Rookie of the Year, him or Chet?
Bro, I hate that second. I mean, I get that Chet didn't play at all last year, but I've never been a fan of like
it's his rookie season.
A second year player who missed their kind of first season getting Rookie of the Year. Because you still. Like, even though he's rehabbing, like, he's doing NBA type rehabbing, so he's getting stronger, and he definitely has an advantage. But, I mean, I guess I'm not going to hold that against Chet.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose one or the other, Chet is in a better situation as of right now.
Yeah.
We're about to discuss NBA free agents, but as of right now, Chet has a better team in OKC.
But that don't always get you Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, but
because Carmelo had a better team than Bron, and Bron still won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, but I do feel like being in a good situation definitely helps you out. So
we're talking about Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah. Did you watch his debut last night? He had like 9 points. I want to say like 8 rebounds or something like that.
Nah, I didn't watch it, but I know he's probably not gonna be going hard right now. And he'll definitely have to get used to the spacing and just the pace of NBA game.
Yeah. And the strength of the players.
Oh, yeah, that for sure.
I mean, I only saw a handful of highlights, but, I mean, it's what I expected, that he was going to be bullied out there. I mean, he looks like a fucking baby giraffe.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it'll take some time for him to build strength and get used to that. He might not be like that from the jump, but I think he'll be fine. Especially like seeing how Chet has been playing after a year of getting healthy and getting stronger and NBA
Phil
workouts.
Just asked while you were in the bathroom, who do you think would win Rookie of the Year between those two?
I don't know. It's tough. I don't know if I can pick. I'd probably say Chet, because I think they're going to be safer with Wemby, like how much they play him, when they play him, kind of, because they're not really playing for much right now. I mean, we'll see what else they do with the rest of free agency. They've been linked to us for Dame trade options as well, like being a third team that could get added to the mix and make it work. But yeah, so I think it'd probably be Chet if it's just like one or the other. Who else is up there? And it depends on what happens with Dame, because if Scoot is no longer, I mean, if Scoot,
well, Dame's out of there.
Right, and I don't know. I don't know if he's all the way out of there yet. It has to be like official for me to say, because if
reset the camera for me, please.
It's just the red button. Twice, yeah. If all
right, it's good.
If Scoot's leading point guard with that team and the talent they have right now, like especially if Jeremy Grant stays and stuff, I think it could be him. Okay. But it could also be someone else, like who's
Chet.
We're not even thinking about.
Yeah. So he says he couldn't really decide, but
I think I'd pick Chet over Wemby just because. Not Spurs. OKC's in a more of a win now, or like trying to compete mode than the Spurs are, and I think they'll take it slow with Wemby because they don't want him to get hurt and impact his growth and future and whatnot. So.
But don't you think Wemby will be in a position where he can have better stats because the offense will flow through him more than it would Chet, because they already got so many other good players like Shea. That's Shea's team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know if that he may not. Maybe they don't play him in 65 games. You know, so maybe he doesn't even qualify.
Damn, that'd be weird for them to not play rookie 65 games.
Yeah, but they're like
was that one of the changes they made last year, or was that always a thing?
No, it goes into effect this year.
Okay. Yeah, you have to play 65 games to be qualified for any award.
I got you.
But yeah, they may play him enough, but also they just might be wanting to take it slow and make sure that he builds strength and can last. You know, because if you get hurt the first like I mean, Chet didn't play all of his actual rookie year or what his rookie year would have been because of that injury.
Well, it's not proven that. It hasn't. They still haven't proven that. What do you call that? Game management actually benefits the player.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, that's my thing. Like in theory, it sounds like it works, but it's not. Hasn't been proven to work.
Yeah. What do you mean hasn't been proven?
Game management, like resting players, having them take games off because you can still get hurt. Like a lot of those players still get injured.
Yeah, but sometimes they're already managing injuries. Like with Kawhi, he has chronic injuries, and they load manage so that he can play. Yeah. If you play a back to back, he's like, I'm gonna be out for 2 months. You know.
But that's what I'm saying. They load managed him. They got to the playoffs. They needed him, and he still broke down. So did it work? I don't think it works in that. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're doing all this stuff to save him for the playoffs. You get to the playoffs, he still goes down. It didn't work to me.
Yeah, but they got there. What if they don't get there? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you can't say, oh look, this is what they did with Kawhi. It doesn't work in general because it definitely. I mean, look what we did with Jimmy. It worked. We got to the finals.
But he was hurt in the finals too.
Who, Jimmy?
Yeah,
he ended up getting hurt. But guess what? We made it there. He was actually able to play at a high level for the first three rounds.
Yeah.
So it's like it depends on the case.
Like it didn't.
We load managed Kyle Lowry. He was able to play deep into the playoffs too. And last year he couldn't because he had to to basically carry and orchestrate the team while Jimmy, Bam, and etc. were hurt. So it just depends, and it's like the speed and pace that they play with now. It's kind of tough to stay healthy the entire time. Like everyone always says, no one's healthy in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you play 82 games, you're not gonna feel great in the playoffs. If you play 60 games, you're still not gonna feel great. So it's like managing what you can. I don't know. I feel like there's people smarter than us that are like 100%. Doctors that are making these decisions, and that's what they're doing. So
my thing is that we haven't seen a case.
Maybe
recently where they won a title is my argument. It's like if you just load managing for the playoffs, that's fine. But if your best player is still gonna break down in the playoffs,
did Michael Porter? Did he get load managed at all?
No, I'm not sure.
They don't think they load managed Michael Porter. Yeah, I think he might have had a career year last year too.
Yeah. We briefly discussed NBA free agent moves. AJ's favorite player is now a Warrior.
Oh yeah, Chris Paul.
How do you feel about that?
It's cool. I like it. I think he'll do well there. Like basically everything that Jordan Poole wasn't, Chris Paul is. So that'll help them from that standpoint. I've said this about Chris Paul for years, but Draymond even mentioned that he thinks that it'll help Kuminga's improvement. Because wherever Chris Paul goes, like he helps people improve.
Yeah.
Especially younger players or players that can't or don't necessarily create shots for themselves.
Can you give some, not that I'm challenging you, but can you just give some examples of players that he's...
DeAndre Jordan, he got him a max contract. He had Blake Griffin in MVP conversations. Clint Capella, he got him paid and worked well. I mean, Marcus Camby was good, but obviously, or he got a lot better with Chris Paul there.
Wait, Marcus Camby?
Yeah, Hornets. When he was on the Hornets. I'm pretty sure they played together.
Did they?
Maybe they didn't, but there was...
Oh, David West, I guess.
David West, yeah. But David West was decent, but I think he definitely played better with him.
Yeah.
I mean, Shea improved a lot. Dennis Schroeder improved a lot when they were both at it's not the same, but he basically coached him on being a point guard.
Yeah.
He helped campaign a lot. DeAndre Ayton, DeAndre Ayton looked like, I mean, Draymond Green said this, but DeAndre Ayton looked like a bust before Chris Paul got there. So he definitely improves players, especially bigs that he's playing with.
Yeah.
Who else? I think that's really it, but...
Oh, that's a good list.
But yeah, so I mean, I think he adds something that they don't like. Warriors are a very, very heavy turnover team, and Chris Paul doesn't turn the ball over.
They?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, Jordan Poole led the league in turnovers last year, and I mean Curry
he's very loose with the ball.
Is loose with the ball as well, and like we'll get turnovers, and just the way they play is kind of he's not. Chris Paul isn't a natural fit with traditionally how they play, but I think that's what they want because they're like, all right, when it gets crunch time, we're gonna need someone who's gonna slow the pace down and control the game. And if Clay gets back to shooting how Clay shoots, or even at 75% of what Clay shoots, like his catch and shoots with Chris Paul passing him the ball, and Curry being off ball and receiving those kinds of passes from Chris Paul too, is going to be insane. And yeah, and it's like you can play Clay and Chris together. You can play Steph and Chris together. Chris is actually a decent defender, even though he's undersized. He still gets a lot of steals, and he has that floor generalship that I might have made that word up, but that Draymond Green has as well, where he can orchestrate the defense and make sure people are in the right places. So I think it's a good move for them, especially seeing that that's not the only move that they're going to make. They just got Dario Saric, who I like. So I don't know. I think it'll be good. Who knows if it'll get them past where they got this last year, but it's definitely a good option for them. And with the new CBA, trying to get rid of really, really heavy contracts and being out of that tax and second apron is what teams are looking to do now. So
Got you.
I don't know how I feel about the move. And I also don't think it significantly made him better. because Chris Paul's a year older and he's gonna be injured. He's gonna be hurt, and it's gonna be a matter of how long he's hurt and when he's hurt.
Yeah, but in every other situation,
He'll probably
they were expecting him to be the starting point guard.
He'll probably play 20 minutes a game, maybe 25, and he'll give you super efficient 25 minutes, and he'll probably play 8 of those minutes in the fourth quarter.
That's someone that needs to get load managed. But are there any other major free agent moves that happen? Worth discussing?
Major ones.
We never discussed the Lakers. I like they moves.
Lakers, they got Cam Reddish,
Mm-hmm.
re-signed Roy.
Mm-hmm.
Re-signed
I like Dennis
Austin
Schroeder
Reeves.
going to the Raptors. I told Luke about it a long time ago, but he wasn't like sold on him. But I'm like, I think it's an upgrade over Fred. But I don't think he thinks.
You think Schroeder's an upgrade over Fred? Nah, not at all.
100%.
I don't think so.
If it's not an upgrade, it's 1-for-1. But look Fred shot 39% from the field last year. Like he had a down year in.
But the Raptors had nobody.
Yeah.
They had OG still, and they had Pascal Siakam. Like they have Scotty Barnes. Like they still had a decent team. People were hurt a lot, and Gary Trent's not bad. And what's his name's better defensively. Like Schroeder's better defensively. He can do everything that Fred does. Obviously, he wasn't taking as many shots, but like Dennis Schroeder at OKC 6th Man of the Year is exactly what Fred VanVleet is, and maybe even better. I think talent-wise, like pure talent, Dennis Schroeder has more. And I don't know. I like the move. I think
Schroeder just plays dumb to me sometimes.
A lot of times, to me.
Bro. I don't know. If I had to choose between Fred and Schroeder, I'm taking Fred. I give you Schroeder's the better on-ball defender. I just think Fred has a better bag. He can run an offense better than Schroeder, and he makes smarter decisions. Granted, he probably I think he had a down year shooting, but I don't know if that's going to be the case next year. Everybody has a down year.
I think people are just forgetting like what Schroeder was before, because he was a pure point before.
Yeah.
And then in Atlanta, and then he was doing that with OKC as well, and like hitting big shots and being like a go-to offensive player. You have to change your game when you play with LeBron. He was playing off ball more and like not. I don't think they maximized what he can do.
But I think they gave him an opportunity to kind of show, because this year LeBron has been off the ball the most in his career, and when they were letting the offense run through like Schroeder and Reeves, bro, Schroeder's decision making was god awful.
Yeah.
Which a lot like we would put him in at the end because his defense was so good. But it was his decision making. I'd be watching games and I'm like, bro, Schroeder, what are you doing? Like fucking up the pick and roll, which is kind of why Austin Reeves became the primary ball handler. Like they gave Schroeder chances, just like they gave D'Lo his chances. And like Schroeder, like he had games where he played really, really well.
Yeah.
He had games where he played really, really bad. He's just never consistent enough for me. But his on ball defense is great. He's going to hustle. He gets after it. So I don't not like him as a player. Like I thought the Lakers. I would have much rather the Lakers keep Schroeder than D'Lo.
No.
For the on-ball defense alone. So I'm not mad at him getting his bag, but I also don't think he's better than I'd much rather have VanVleet than Schroeder on the Lakers.
Who?
You're saying on the Lakers?
VanVleet?
Maybe on the Lakers, yeah, because he's more of a catch and shoot guy anyway. I mean, he does some, like, he gets 7 assists a game, so he has some playmaking.
But even if you tell me to just pick one, I'm taking Fred over Dennis.
VanVleet kicking this nigga's ass.
You ain't mean to fuck it up, but yeah. I like that move. What's another move I like that was not the Lakers?
Kristaps?
I like Kristaps to Brook. Yeah, I like that move a lot,
good.
actually. Just because Kristaps played the pick and roll really well.
I like the Heat picking up Josh Richardson too.
I didn't like that.
Where was he prior to this season?
He played for the Celtics and he played for the Spurs.
Okay.
I think he was at Spurs last, but I'm not sure.
I always liked his game.
Yeah, he's been hurt, but I think on and off being hurt, but he's a good pickup because he's 6'5", he defends, he can hit shots. He can hit mid range.
He was in Brooklyn, no?
Maybe. I have no clue where he.
We gonna get Winslow back.
But nah, I think especially losing like a player like Strus and Vincent, it helps to have him back. Because one, he already knows the system. We know we can fully unlock him. And he's a great defender. He's 6'5", so you don't have like the undersized Gabe Vincent who's gonna be guarding people. And he'll hit his threes.
I feel like I've been finessed twice and been a victim of fake news. Damn, why'd I just blank on his name? Buddy that looks like Shane from
Duncan Robinson?
Duncan Robinson. I saw a picture of him in the fucking Celtics shit.
Really?
Y'all didn't release him, right?
No.
Okay, all right. And then this morning, Buck Crack Sports.
You gotta stop following Buck Crack Sports.
No, I don't follow them. They came across the timeline.
Just pop
but
up.
they almost got me because they were like, "Oh, TMZ just released footage of Wilt Chamberlain scoring 100 points."
I was like, "Ain't no way."
Yeah, I mean, I watched the whole thing, but people were like, "This is multiple games of him scoring."
Yeah.
And then there were several clips where I'm like, "This literally looked like the same play I saw earlier." But I do hope one day we can see the footage.
No, I think
continue.
I like Brooklyn's move to keep Rodman, but or bring in Rodman and keep Brook. But I think Celtics gonna be the clear favorite next year in the East. They kept, even though they lost market. Yeah.
Oh, you mean Bucks?
No, Celtics.
Bucks got Robin. You said.
Yeah,
You said Brooklyn.
I mean,
I think.
yeah, Bucks.
Even if the Heat get Dame.
Even if the Heat get Dame, bro, I think
if the Heat, so
I still think with that Kristaps move, and they kept Williams,
but they got rid of Marcus Smart.
But they got Brogdon
and Grant Williams.
And they lost
Grant Williams. The Mavs is lit.
They lost Grant Williams too. I don't know. I still think so.
Yeah,
I still think so because, bro, that pick and roll can be crazy, and they so long defensively. I still like that move.
Mm-hmm. It depends. Like, so the thing that I don't like about how long this Dame trade is taking us is that we're missing out on other free agents that I'd like for us to sign, but we also don't know what our team's gonna look like, so we can't like sign somebody and then we don't know what the package back is gonna look like. So we'll probably have to, like, Dame is money. It sounds like they're trying to add Simmons to this trade and have Simmons on the Heat, and that's also money. So you're not gonna know who else you can sign. I think it could work with Simmons, but we really wouldn't have good spacing, or we might have to have Simmons come off the bench or something.
Was it Simmons they was gonna package him with? But I thought it was somebody else besides Simmons. In the backcourt, no. Nurkic. Were they trying to package them two?
Possibly, I don't know. It might be like Nurkic goes to.
They're trying to get out that contract.
And we get Simmons. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want Nurkic here. He doesn't fit what we do, and not good. And he gets hurt a bunch. Simmons, I could see us kind of unlocking him, but he doesn't really score one. But him, Jimmy, and Bam all score in the same places, like in the paint. So our spacing would kind of get killed. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I just want it to be done sooner than later so we can build out the rest of the roster.
How long do you think it takes before they make that trade? You think it goes closer to the season? Like,
it could be sooner. It could be like deep into August. It just depends on whether people are working. And it seems like there's a lot of like posturing right now. Dame's like, if I get traded anywhere else, I'm not gonna report. So it's like, and then Portland's obviously they're gonna want to hold out to get the best package they can, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know who should be more relenting. Definitely not Dame, because he's been there forever. Or to me, I feel like Dame has earned the right to kind of do what he's doing, because he's heard them out. They said they're going to build around him so many years, and they keep not doing it.
I don't know, bro. See, I'm on the stance where you got to do what's best for you. Don't think about the team. So, like, in my mind, Dame wanted to be loyal so bad when he should have just instead of re-signing his contract, he should have went elsewhere to play and just left. So I feel like now, I think the power is in the Blazers' hands because he doesn't have a no trade clause, and they can just kind of ship him wherever you want. Granted, you want to do right by a player, but you don't have to, and you don't have to take a shit deal either. So I don't know. If I was the Blazers owner, I'd be like, shit, you ain't gonna let you force your way out because you could have walked a long time ago. So, but you took the money.
Yeah, but if you sign back with the promises of like, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and that end of the deal isn't held up,
yeah,
I feel like we're on the same page with like, you got to do what's best for you, and Dame should definitely be like, yo, this is the only place I want to go, not even just because I'm a Heat fan, but I feel like he's earned the right to be like, yo, put me somewhere that
for sure,
have me go somewhere where I want to be, and the Blazers should try to facilitate that, which I think they are, but they're also not at the same time.
players just gotta start listening, bro. Go get you a title. If you that nigga and you can get paid the big bucks and go play for a contender, just go play for a contender.
Yeah, but he had different goals. Like he'd rather try and stay there and win, and like his family's there and everything, you know. So it was like it's not just I'm gonna go. You have to move your entire family if that's what you're doing, or you have to be like Portland to Miami is the farthest flight you could take in the association. I'm pretty sure. So it was like. It's not like it's an easy I was in Dallas before and I just fly over the Gulf Coast for 2 hours to get to my family or something.
Yeah,
it's not that.
Yeah. What was the last thing that we had on here? Sorry.
I think that might have been
Damn Trade. No, that was it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all got anything else?
That's it. Good pod back.
That's all I got. We back, bitches.
Another episode of Save for the Pod, episode number 113. Phil, hit the drop. Peace.
Peace.